Jason. He played with SGA. What high school SGA went to, brother?
I play with SGA in Hamilton Heights and Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah. So you played with him. And shout out. How was he like as a teammate, brother?
I mean, Shay. I don't want to turn this into a whole Shay interview, but
Yeah.
Shay, he's who he is right now. I mean, he's a leader, but he knows he's better than everybody else out there. So in high school, he was more cocky. Now he's more humble. Now he's strictly basketball. But in high school, he used to pop his stuff, let you know that he is better than you. But in high school, actually, Nikhil was better than Shay. Everybody thought he was gonna be the pro. Everybody thought he was gonna be that dude, but it ended up different. It ended
Yeah.
up real different.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, what do you think about this OKC team? See, I gotta give credit where credit due, bro. The OKC Thunder proved the doubters wrong. Y'all sit there and said the OKC Thunder would not get in this position. Y'all sit there and said they were gonna lose to the Thunder. I mean, lose to the Nuggets. Y'all sat there and said that this Oklahoma City Thunder is not going to get to the conference finals. Y'all doubted the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then when you looking at SGA and you look at the season that SGA had throughout the totality of that season, bro, and just look at how he was able to orchestrate and ceiling raise this team was outstanding and unbelievable. Because you got to understand, Jason, they were missing Harnestein throughout, Chat throughout majority of the year. Harnestein
Yeah.
games, Caruso missed games. These guys missed games. They missed games. And yet SGA was still able to be able to ceiling raise the team, bro. Like, that's the thing. Like, ceiling raise the defense and still be able to attack and put pressure on the rim and still be able to be that lethal of a scorer, man. So this was a generational performance, generational run that SGA has had. We're talking about a guy that has been peaking as one of the better guards we have seen. And then when you look at the overall collection in Chat and these other guys as well, right? And then look at J Dub playing well in the finals. This was lethal. This was outstanding what they was able to do. And then when you talk about Mark Dadon, the fact that he was just mixing up schemes and from going against Jokic and then basically playing Ant to his weakness. Y'all wondering why Ant-Man hasn't been playing good is because how good that defense is. Like, when you got point of attack defenders that can guard you on the ball, that can pick up high like they can, and they're basically blitzing and then playing the passing lanes and they're playing majority like a box, it makes it very hard. So when y'all sit there and say Ant-Man struggle, no, it's the defense. The defense basically played him towards his weakness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what you got on this game, man? This was unbelievable, man. This unbelievable performance.
Man, absolutely. Everything you said was right. And I feel like the doubters for OKC, they're they really didn't watch OKC because if you watch
Yeah.
this OKC team, you could tell they was special from day one. You could like even 2 years ago when they were just a playing team, they
Mm-hmm.
still had all the right habits to show like improvement from the last season they had where they were completely out the playoffs. Like every
Mm-hmm.
single year they built great habits to go from a playing team to now people calling them a super team. That's impressive. And they just like I said, they came out here and built the right habits. So during the playoff time, they just turn it up a notch, and they're used to playing at that level. So it's hard for teams to catch up to OKC, who OKC shot and do on the floor. And like you said, they was hurt for half. Chad was hurt 50 plus games. Hardenstein was hurt 25 plus games, and Shea was still able to keep the team afloat. Like they knew
Right.
every day they went out there, they had a chance to win because they had the MVP on the floor. Doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
who was out there on the floor, they knew Shea's going to lead us to a victory. And 90% of the time he did, no matter who was out there on the floor. So it just shows how special and how Mark Dagnall could trust any lineup he put out there because they know they're battle tested. And now in the playoffs, it just shows all that because they are able to match up with any lineup against any type of team. Like they could play big. I mean, they could play big against Memphis, big against uh, Denver, and then go smaller against the Timberwolves. It just shows there's just levels to what this team can do, and I don't think they done. I think they got a ring in the insight.
You think they got a ring in sight? What
Yeah.
preferred matchup would you want to see them going against, bro?
To be honest, I don't think the Pacers want anything to do with OKC because you can't beat OKC with a perimeter oriented team. I think you need great
Mm,
bigs and people who could have size and size to battle with Chet, battle with Caruso, because if you out there in the perimeter, they got too many dudes for that. They got way too many dudes for that.
I agree. I mean, the problem about Indiana, and this is why I see about Indiana, bro, and this is why I think the OKC matchup well with Indiana is that a lot of people cannot keep up front of the ball. Like they easily get blow past by, and it's leading to an advantage every single time. Like if you can't keep up with Hallie in the point of attack, and you're not, and then you got to look at this. OKC is literally one of the best transition defensive teams
For
we've
sure.
seen in the league for a long time, and
For
that's
sure.
where the Indiana Pacers mostly get their buckets from. For the most part, it's in transition because Halliburton pitching up the pace. They're really good at getting any spot on the court, and then Halliburton just dishing it to them as well because how he good as a playmaker and can see the court really, really well. So it's a matchup that you got to understand. Great defense. It's going to be a test between the best offense in the playoffs versus the best defense in the playoffs, historical offense in the playoffs versus historical defense in the playoffs. So I want to see that matchup, bro, and I think we're going to see that matchup. But it's gonna be really good, bro. It's gonna be a really, really good matchup, bro. Really good matchup between those two guys, bro. Really good
Yeah, that's
matchup.
the matchup I want to see too, just for basketball. But then you got to think if OKC plays the Pacers, now they're the big team. They're used to playing teams that got bigs, teams that
Right,
they have to match up with. But now they're the bigger team, and their bigs are skilled, and they're able
right.
to play. But also, they don't have to play big because they could put Chet at the five. Now he can match up with Miles Turner. They could just adjust. And the way the Pacers play, like you say, is transition, is hunting
Mm-hmm.
mismatches, is early ball screens. Okay, so you can
Mm-hmm.
switch all that, so they don't really have no advantage. So I think it's going to be a rough series for the Pacers.
I agree. I agree. What about? Do you see anything about the Knicks coming back? He said the Knicks.
Coming back, I don't see the Knicks coming back, but I
You don't see
would
it
think
coming back?
that would have been a crazy matchup for the
Yeah.
Thunder because they got Cat, they got Mitchell Robinson, they got people that could challenge OKC a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see them niggas coming back either, bro. I mean, I think it's just over for them, bro. But just, I just have to give credit where credit due. I'm not. Are you willing to call OKC? I don't know how many ball you watch. You know what I'm saying? And how long you've been watching basketball. But would you sit there and call them one of the greatest defense of all time, or if not the best defense of all time? Just because how good they are at like creating deflections and like getting steals, which ignite their transition offense as well. You know, just getting in the pass and like, what you think about it, bro?
Yeah, I've been watching basketball for a long time, and it's hard not to say OKC is not a great defense. I feel like relative to eras, I feel like OKC is one of the greatest defense that we have ever seen.
Uh, okay.
I've ever like the 2000s they had the Pistons, the
Yeah.
90s they had the Bulls. I think
Mm-hmm.
OKC is our era of that
Right.
because they're able to go on runs the way the Golden State Warriors are able to go on runs, like 21-0 runs, just based off defense. And I think no other team is doing that. I don't think we've ever seen any other team do that. And just their personnel, they got four all NBA defense caliber players on their team. Like
Mm,
it's hard, man. It's hard not to say they're a great defense. Obviously, they got to get the job done for it to count for real, for real. But
yeah.
I think they're one of the best defense we've ever seen, and they're not stopping. They're still going.
Right.
What do you think?
Um, Me personally, bro, I'm iffy on calling them a historical defense. I don't think they have the historical statistical numbers to support that their historical defense is all eye test based. I mean, I think they're
How
historical
about the
because
the point differential?
what's their point differential
They got the best point differential ever.
in the
I think they
playoffs?
not in regular season
Oh
history.
yeah, I think they're historical regular season defense, but like in the playoffs, I'm not willing to call them historical yet. I think in the regular season they're historical, but in the playoffs is what I value a lot. And even though they have really been all time great at the creating deflection steals, swiping the ball. I mean, just digging down, playing the gaps, rotating on a weak side, just just establishing positions. I mean, great point of attack defenders between Lou Dort, Caruso, J-Dub is a versatile defender as well, right? I mean, they just have a lot, man. I mean, I gotta see them go against an elite offense. I think going against the Pacers is going to be the offense that you want to look on paper and see that okay, this is what you want to see. But I just want to see it. Hey, Moss, what you got on this, Moss?
Yeah,
we got
Hey,
SGA
fellas,
team in here. What you got on this, Moss?
Hey, what's up, man? Nah, they're not no historic defense, bro. By today's standards, they're great, but again, that's by today's standards. They do a great job at deflecting, helping recovering. Chet and Hornstein do a great job. Listen, this team does everything right, if that makes sense. It's like defensively, bro, like they're literally on a string. And this is one of the rare teams where you can't even search out a mismatch because even if you get a guy on a certain guy, they help so well and they recover so well. And so I'm going to give them credit where credit is due. But when I think about teams like San Antonio in their heyday, the 96 Bulls, right? Some of those old Knicks teams, Pacers teams, the Pistons, even the Detroit Pistons, there was a level of physicality along with the technical aspect of defense that this team just doesn't have. And let's call a spade, bro. Anthony Edwards let them off the hook too many times in this series, bro. So put a real offensive player who's going to keep coming, who won't let them off the hook, and then tell me how good that defense is, right? And so I got to factor in. I got to factor in players. I got to factor in time, bro, personnel. But with all that being said, bro, this team checks every goddamn box, bro. Offensively and defensively, they're great. But all-time great, I just can't say it yet, bro. Not yet.
When you say you want to see a real offensive player, you mean like Jokic, a player that were able to utilize?
No,
That's
I
the
mean
best
like a
player
Kobe
in the
Bryant.
world.
No, he's not. That would be SGA.
That'll be SGA.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you can't be the best player in the world, bro, and you're one-dimensional and you play no defense. And so I can't give you that type of title. But no, I mean, like a guy like Kobe, a Tracy McGrady.
Hold on, Jason. You played with SGA. You trying to still say that Jokic is the best player in the world?
Jokic is the best player in the world.
Oh man, you mean that, bro?
No. The stuff he's able to do on the court, he's the best player in the world.
Bro, I just
but
saw.
Shai,
hell no.
Shai,
respect for you, bro.
Yeah, if I'm SGA, I'm checking your ass right now, bro.
I just saw Caruso, bro, front him, and Joker had issues getting around Alex Caruso. Imagine Tim Duncan being guarded by Alex Caruso. Come on, bro.
Nah, y'all definitely. It's hard for me not to say Shai is the best in the world because I'm trying not to be biased. But
yeah.
But
he is the best player in the world.
Hold
on. He is the best player in the world because this is the thing which you understand. Most of these players in the league couldn't do what the hell the SGA do, and that be able to lead an offense while not having players on the roster that could be able to bend the defense. And what I mean bending the defense is that defense will tilt and shift coverages because when they have the ball in their hands, the amount of like attention and players to be willing to soak up like their airspace because how good they are at score, they'll want to do that. SGA doesn't have nobody on the roster to do that. Like Jokic have that, Giannis have that, Tatum have that to a degree. Who else has that in the top five? I mean, there's other players. Luka has that. Like, there's other players in the top five that has that, and yet SGA was still led him to a top 10 offense. And then on top of that, he was so good as a defender where they can still raise a defense that can still be able to be top 10. So, like I said, you calling Jokic the best player in the world, and they were fronting him on his right elbow, right? And he couldn't establish position with a little smaller guy fronting him, bro. Scored 3 points in the second half of the game.
All right, you right. Let me talk how I talk off stream. All right, you right. Shai's definitely the best player in the world. I've been saying that for the past 2 years, for sure. And I feel like he's the best.
So why are you saying Joker then, bro?
Right.
Because we've never seen nothing like Joker, man. We've never seen that. But okay, but I think Shai is the best player in the world because
you agree with that, Mars?
No, because he's trying to be politically correct. All due respect, bro. But this is, bro, like call spade a spade, bro. SGA is the best player in the world. I mean, you ain't gotta like massage it, bro. Like say it, bro. He's the best player on planet Earth.
Nah, Shai is the best basketball player in the world.
There
for
you
sure.
go, big dog. There you go.
For sure.
There you go.
And I think he's the best player in the world because he's, like you said, he's literally unschemable. You can't draw enough to stop him from putting the ball in the basket and to stop him from helping his team put the ball in the basket just because of his gravity. He's able to control the game just off his pace alone because you can't speed him up and he's not rattled.
That's a fact.
Like he literally used to do a drill where he's dribbling full court and 2-3 people are guarding him and they can't take the ball from him at all. So
yeah,
I've seen this up close. Like he's literally unfazed, unrattled by
can
any
I
pressure.
give you why I think he's the best in the league, bro? And for me, it comes down to a few different intangibles. Like I'm big on guys being versatile offensively, meaning not ball dominant, meaning if I need to come off the rock and move without the basketball and still have impact on the offense, he does that, right? I mean, at times he understands I'm gonna play second fiddle to J-Dub in this 4 or 5 minute stretch, but I can also flip a switch and say, you know what, I need to be the aggressor and be number one. A lot of guys can't turn off that number one player, and when they're asked to be the second fiddle, a la Jamal Murray got it going, you see Joker, it's just, bro, SGA's gravity on and off the basketball. See, I think if you're a player who can give the rock up and play off the ball and move and catch it and shoot, as well as be dominant on the ball, that's what makes you unschemable, bro. You can't just be like Luka, LeBron James, these niggas who can't play off the ball. Like, that's not basketball, bro, to me.
No, 100%. I feel like if you drop Shai on any team on any basketball court, he's gonna be Shai because he doesn't need to dominate the ball to get his. He's gonna get his at his own pace because he's one of the most efficient guards ever. Technically, he's the best mid-range shooter ever with the volume and efficiency he shoots it with.
I wouldn't go that
So
far, but he needs more years consistently doing this because guys like KD, MJ, Cody
But
Bryant,
but do you
Bonds,
have to
a
see
lot of
more
our
years if you're
numbers
seeing it
ain't
right
everything
now?
to me.
but
If
Bonds,
he
the numbers
What do you
support
mean,
that
bro?
he's a
if the
better
numbers are
mid-range
doing
shooter
it
than
right,
KD.
if he's
Right.
breaking the numbers right now and his volume and his efficiency is better than KD, why do you want to see more years of it while
He
he's doing
cooking
it
your
right
ass.
now?
Thanks.
Because I can't give somebody that type of title, the best mid-range shooter ever, based off a 2-3 year span, bro. I'm not doing it, and I've never done that.
Yeah, I
Like
would get that if
KD,
my fault. Yeah.
come on, bro. This is no.
I would get
Go
that
ahead, bro.
if he
Go ahead.
didn't average 30 years in a row. Like if this was his first year doing it, I would get that. But if the mid range is the best part of his game and he's averaging 30 for 3 years, you can't say you need to see for what
But we're
6
talking
years.
about guys like, but we're talking about guys like Kobe, MJ, and KD who's done it for like a 10-year span plus. So I mean, that's what I'm saying,
They
bro.
didn't average
Not saying,
30
not,
for
not
10 year
saying
span plus, Bonds.
I didn't say 30 years. No. I said the mid-range jump shot those guys have been like on that level, an elite level for a 10-year plus span. I can't put a guy for a 3-year stretch and say he's better than Kevin Durant at mid-range. I can't do it,
He
bro.
is,
Not yet.
though.
He can get there.
He handled physicality much better
Okay.
than Kevin Durant, bro.
Well, I mean, right now he does. I mean, in Kevin Durant's early
No, in
days,
his prime,
he did.
in his early age, he did
No, he
handle more
did not.
physically.
No,
Yes, he did. That's the only
he
thing
did not.
that's
No,
the
he
flaw
didn't.
about Kevin Durant. If you crowd his airspace
No, he
and you
didn't.
take away, if you crowd his airspace and you attack his handle, he got some of the weakest ball security handles we've seen from an
Now,
elite level
yeah,
scorer.
This is
last 5
OKC
years
Kevin
he
Durant we
does.
talking about?
Yes, OKC KD.
Last 5 years he does, but
No, it was
OKC, bro,
OKC KD. Look what
OKC
KD
Tony
Kevin
handle was
Durant,
that game plus
that
like that.
look what
that
Tony
was
Allen did to his ass.
yeah, that
Come
was
on,
his
bro.
flaw. That was his flaw. He couldn't handle the physicality. He
That
didn't
was
have
his
a post
weakest
Right,
game.
that
point.
was his flaw, Moss.
Because Chris Paul was able to take him out in the
If it was
series.
pressure
Tony
defense,
Allen.
Moss, if it was pressure defense and they're playing up on Kevin Durant and taking away his airspace and they're attacking his handle with gap help, bro, he was a turnover machine.
Okay, so are we saying, hey, bro, what's your name, bro? Talking?
Jason.
Jason.
What's your name?
Jason.
You said Jason?
Yeah.
Okay,
Call me
Jason.
Jay. Call me Jay.
He played
Okay,
overseas
Jay.
basketball, Moss.
Okay, that's what's up, bro. So, Jay, bro, do you think that SGA's mid-range game is better
What?
than KD's mid-range game at KD's peak powers?
I can't say no because he literally shoots more middies and makes more middies. So
Right.
I don't know how you want to compare that because obviously it is.
The
But
eye test, bro. I mean, listen, bro. Sometimes
Yes.
throw numbers out the window, bro. Just the eye test.
okay,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I think KD was able to make more difficult
SGA
twos.
shot 50% on 8 middies a game. He's literally in the playoffs this year shooting 49% on middies.
So if we took Kevin Durant's best season shooting middies, I'm pretty sure, and I think Mookie looked at it before, it's much higher than that, bro.
I don't
It
think
is.
so.
Well, Mookie, look it up, Mookie. I think it is, bro. You're telling me that Kevin Durant in his prime wasn't shooting above 50%? Bro, he shot that in the finals.
Yeah,
bro.
but SGA is doing that on more volume. Plus, first of all, I think SGA is a better offensive player than KD, bro.
I could agree with that.
I think he's a better offensive. I think KD a better
Kevin
scorer.
over a peak SGA, you think?
Offensively,
Okay,
KD.
Are we talking? Okay, obviously it's different
playmaking
because
problem.
Shai's a point guard. It's hard to compare because Shai's a point guard.
Yeah, but
He's able
KD
to
a better
control the whole
scorer.
game.
KD a better scorer, but SGA is better offensive. And that's when I'm including playmaking, court processing, alongside with the ability to be able to score.
Listen, bro. Let me just say this, bro, because I hate doing this. I'm just gonna appreciate SGA what he's doing now, bro, and then I'll assess him when he's done.
Maz, you have nostalgia.
Okay. Yeah.
Maz, you need to get over the nostalgia. Get over that shit.
No. I just said I'm just gonna appreciate him now, and then I'll assess him later on, bro, because I don't like doing this like this right now, bro. I don't like that.
Oh, okay,
I think that's the best thing to do because it's hard. Because Shai's doing it right. What he's doing right now is unbelievable. You're not gonna be able to really tell because it's just his third year doing it, like you said. He might be doing this for 6, 7, 8 years.
Right, exactly.
So it's hard. It's hard to tell.
Would you put this SGA up against 06, 07 Kobe offensively? Take away records. Take away.
Yes, nigga.
Let me ask you a question, Mookie. Take away team records. Take away everything, bro. Just assess the two offensive players, because Mookie thinks that SGA, this version, is on the level of Kobe, who was 44 a month, dropping 81s, average 50,
and gave you flawed playmaking and passing.
It's hard to hear.
What?
It's hard to hear, but Shai is definitely.
The thing about Kobe is that his defensive value was nowhere to be found because they put him on the weakest defender so Kobe can be able to roam. That's number one. Number two, Kobe Bryant, from a playmaking standpoint and making the right reads, bro, 06 Kobe was a definition of, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. Let me just go shoot over 3 motherfuckers, bro. That is a definition
What's your
of
thoughts on that, Jay?
Bad playmaking. Bro, SGA as an offensive player was much more polished than Kobe, bro. He was.
What? Oh my God.
Then 06 Kobe, for sure.
06 Kobe, yes.
Man, bro.
Shai is as polished
2002 Kobe, bro. I mean, this is crazy. Like, what are we doing?
Polished as an offensive player, I think Shai has mastered his game. What he wants to do on the floor, I feel like he has mastered that.
Kobe didn't master playmaking.
At 06, Kobe wasn't a master of it. He was definitely talented and raw and going and dropping 30, averaging 36 for sure. But mastering the game, Shai has definitely done that. Comparable, it's hard to compare, like I said, but he's definitely on the same tier as Kobe.
If I give you a toolbox,
he's cooking you, man.
We're talking about.
Yeah, we're just talking. Let's talk.
Jay, if I give you 2 tool belts, one on SGA, one on Kobe, Kobe ain't got more tools in his toolbox offensively? Floaters, footwork, left hand, right hand, one hard dribble pull up, get to the basket, free ball. I mean, post game.
But yeah, for sure. But what Kobe has in his 3-ball and his athleticism, Shai has that in his quick step, his deceptiveness, his nobody can stay in front of him. He is. I'm not saying he's not, but Shai's all world at that. Like that's what he does. That's how he gets his advantages.
Bro, Kobe's only the best. Outside of MJ, who's a better one-on-one player than Kobe Bryant, bro?
It's not about one-on-one.
We're talking about offense, bro.
Yeah, but offense is not about one-on-one.
It's by the eye test. You could easily say Kobe because he's making some crazy shit.
Right.
He's making but Shai's more efficient at all this stuff.
He's more efficient.
Jay.
Yeah.
Hold on, Maz. This is the thing.
Go ahead, Mookie.
Shai is a reactive creator who punished every coverage in real time, whether it was a drop, ice, or top look, bro.
Kobe did, bro. For sure.
Kobe did it, but he didn't do it to the degree of Kobe in 06 was more
He won championships doing this stuff, bro. This is crazy.
Yeah, because he had fucking Shaq.
He won 2 without Shaq.
Not at
06. No. He won most of his championship with Shaq.
And he was leading the Lakers in stats.
Can I ask you a question, Maz? Why couldn't Kobe make the playoffs without Shaq or Gasol? if he's that great, like you said.
Why didn't Shaq win it on? Okay, cool then. Why did Shaq not win the finals without Kobe? It goes both ways.
He did win the finals without Kobe.
No. Before Kobe Bryant.
No, he win the finals without Kobe. You're lying, Maz.
Okay.
Stop lying. What are you lying for, Maz? Why are you lying?
Bro,
You're fucking lying, Maz.
Hey, Jay, which player got more rings without each other, Kobe or Shaq? That would be Kobe Bryant has 2. Shaq has 1. Now, Jay, why do you mention efficiency, but you think Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and Klay Thompson are efficient?
Yeah, they are efficient.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you pull up their career efficiency numbers, it's right on par with Kobe Bryant.
Nobody said Kobe not efficient. SGA is more efficient.
But SGA is one of the most efficient guards.
Right.
That's the difference.
So do you care about being efficient or just getting the win and putting rings on your finger? What matters more?
But that's what Shai's doing right now, though, while being efficient.
No, bro. Shai, hold on, bro. Don't hatch your eggs. I mean, I know that's your cousin.
No, that ain't my cousin, bro. That's my former teammate.
Okay, your friend. Okay, teammate. Like, come on, bro. Like, you sense what he's doing. He ain't done it yet, bro. Don't forget. Hey, Kobe said, "Job's not done, bro. Job's not done yet."
You right.
Come on, bro.
You right.
Job's not done yet, bro.
You right.
All right, come on.
But Maz,
he's doing it while he's winning.
I just think that you're underselling SGA, Maz. I think you're underselling SGA.
He's the best player in the league right now.
Yeah,
and it's clear, and it's clear. So
let me say something.
I'm giving him props. Go ahead, bro.
And for y'all to compare 06 Kobe to this Shai and say take away winning, take away all that, that's doing injustice to Shai because he's able to put up them numbers and make his team a 68-win team. Like, niggas is not doing that.
Damn.
Like, to be able to do that and make the finals,
you fucking crazy.
AJ.
Yeah.
I mean, 06 rules and the physicality and the way teams and guys played. I mean, with the rim protection and shot blocking and help defense, bro. In today's league, it's an open highway lane to the basket, bro. You can't, bro. They call him bad breath. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but the schematics, but the schematic of things was more adjusted in this era. Like SGA, and I don't know if you saw this, Jason. They were literally playing boxing one against the Nuggets because how fearful he was as a scorer. They were literally playing matchup zones, 2-3 zones, where you would basically play SGA in a box, and they were literally doubling off of ball screens. And SGA had to find ways to be able to manipulate and dissect those defenses, bro. And they were consistently just showing them different looks every single time. That's portability. That's adjustments, bro. That's your ability to scale and just understand. Like, nobody give credit to what credit do. SGA is an elite playmaker. Like, he can read the third level rotations really well.
He's an elite playmaker.
Yes, he is. He's elite. He's an elite playmaker. Why is he not an elite playmaker?
Because elite playmakers are like Tyrese Halliburton, Chris.
No. I asked you, why is he not an elite playmaker? Give me some reasons why he's not an elite playmaker.
Because he's making average reads. I mean, he's making the right basketball play.
He's not making average reads. What reads do you want him to make?
Hold on, Mookie. Guys like Halliburton, Rondo, and Chris Paul, they can manipulate defense.
SGA manipulates defense. What are you talking about?
Not the way they can shift a defense and make a pass.
SGA shift the defense, but also he's more of a reactionary. He's a connected passer that understands how to get defense.
Why did they do hyperbole and say elite playmaking when we could just say he's a good playmaker?
No, but you're not giving me. Hold on, Maz. You're not giving me a reason why he's not an elite playmaker.
So why is he elite, Mookie? Explain why he is.
I just told you he reads the third level really, really well. He does a great job in creating open advantages for himself because his ability to drive the ball to the basket. So when he's driving the ball to the basket, he could be able to shift the defense, and he's literally creating open looks for his teammates at a high level, like out of veer action, out of slot action. Like SGA can be able to move the ball. He's a really good connected passer. He's really good at reading the low man, really good, manipulating the low man, manipulating defense, manipulating help with his sudden moves and his ball fakes. Those would make SGA an elite playmaker.
We got to stop throwing words around like superstar and elite just for the fun of it, bro.
So is Kobe elite playmaker?
No, he wasn't, bro. No, he was not.
I don't think Shai is an elite playmaker. I think he's a very good playmaker because I think the elites are the Jokic's, the Lukas, the LeBrons, the Halliburtons. Those are the elite.
You think LeBron
James? Hold on, yeah, LeBron James, bro. What?
I think the players that literally have the court in their head and they're able to come down and know where everybody's at and know the actions to do to get somebody open. I think those are the elite playmakers.
So if LeBron James know where everybody's at, then bro, why he lead the league in all-time turnovers in this regular season and postseason? Then
because of the type of passes and the type of things he tries and how lackadaisical he is some games.
That's called low IQ, bro. That's called very low IQ.
I don't think that's low IQ.
I mean, John Stockton came down court and made the right pass, and he didn't turn that bitch over like that.
Yeah, but LeBron was able to play point guard in 2020 and lead his team to the championship and win while playing point guard, averaging 10 points.
Anthony Davis was the best player, bro. Two-way player. AD was the best player.
Yeah, but he's averaging 10 assists, 25 and 10. That's people not just doing that if you're not an elite playmaker.
What? So playmaker is based off assists? Total assists means you're a good playmaker. So James Harden,
but he's not just getting catch and shoot assists. He's orchestrating the whole game.
So if he's orchestrating the whole game, then how do you lose 6 finals?
What?
What do you mean?
He played better teams.
You play basketball, bro. I'm asking you, bro.
He played one of the best teams ever created.
What, the 2011 Mavericks? What?
Nah, the Warriors. He lost 3 championships against them. That's one of the best teams ever.
Bro, so how did James Harden, who we all know is a choke artist, almost beat them in 7 games, bro? But LeBron James in 2 years only won 1 game.
Matchups make fights, bro. The Rockets, they were built to beat Golden State. That was literally what they was made for.
Okay. So why wasn't he making these plays in 2011 then versus the Mavericks when he had the biggest meltdown in NBA history?
He wasn't as good as a player. He had to get better.
How about 2014 when he got beat by a record margin?
Against the Spurs?
That's who they played, my guy.
They were the better team, bro. I look at basketball as what it is and what it's not, bro. Like I don't.
Hey Jay, it's all good, bro. Hey, bro.
But we talking about SGA right now. We talking about. I'm a Bron fan. I'm a Bron guy. He got me into basketball. Cool. I'm a Bron guy.
I got you, bro.
But okay, we talking about SGA.
Hey, hold on. You think he the GOAT?
Yeah, Bron the GOAT.
Over. Oh, go ahead, move. Hey, you got it, move. Go.
So what makes him the GOAT?
You about to get into Bron because Bron is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game because of his longevity, obviously, because he's able to play every single position out there, because he's been constantly great in every single team he's been on, and he's been. Why are you making that face?
Go ahead.
Because go ahead, bro. We're gonna cook you on this.
Nah, y'all go ahead. Let me see what y'all gotta say. Who y'all go? MJ?
If he could play all, no. If he could play all positions, then why didn't he guard Tim Duncan or Dirk Nowitzki?
He had Spurs. He had Spurs from Tim Duncan and Dirk.
Or Dwight Howard. Hey Jay. Jason Terry in the finals of 2011 played 70 less minutes off the bench and outscored him, bro. Make it make sense. You tell me when an all-time great player like MJ or Kobe let that shit happen on their watch. That's a question, my guy. That's a question.
The Kobe and Shaq Lakers lost to the Pistons. They players outplayed Kobe and Shaq.
Okay, so what bench player outscored Kobe Bryant, who played 70 less minutes off the bench? That's what I'm asking. It's all good, bro.
Sure.
I mean, nobody's answer, bro, but Mookie got it.
But is that why? But why is Jordan
crazy right there, bro?
Tell me why Jordan was the GOAT.
Because he's the best all-around player. He's the best two-way player. He was the best offensive player. He was the best defensive player, right? His leadership, scoring titles, the most skilled player, his leadership, right? No excuses. He didn't have to team.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I know. He said he don't know SGA. He said he played with SGA in college, right?
In high school.
Oh yeah, high school, bro. Why they trying to doubt you like that, brother?
Man, I'm not finna get in there with that. They can look me up and all that.
No, we believe you, bro. It's all good, bro. I mean, just like you know.
So what team you playing for now, bro?
I play overseas for a team in Serbia.
Oh, Serbia. You in Serbia now?
Yeah. I'm back in the States now, though.
What time is it over there?
I'm back in the States now. It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him right there, Jason.
Are you West Coast or East Coast, bro? Are you West Coast or East Coast?
I'm in Tennessee.
You're okay. Nashville, Memphis, where you
at? Nashville.
Okay, yeah, I love Nashville, bro. I was just out there.
Right. You said
You
what
said you
position you
played
play?
against you. I played center.
Center.
Okay.
Now let me ask you something about the evolution of the bigs. Do you think? And I was asking this. Me and Miles was like debating this and stuff like that. Do you want your bigs to play, make, and pass, and bring the ball up and initiate offense and run a heavy motion offense with them being the primary like toucher within the offense, like, or you want your bigs to be back to the basket bigs, point guard bringing the ball up, be heavily defensive. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that, man?
Man, basketball nowadays, you have to be able to do everything if you want to play on the court.
Told you, Moss.
Like even OKC right now, you have to be a very skilled player and be able to play both sides of the court with your high IQ. I feel like as a big, if you're able to grab the rebound and push it, set a screen, catch it in the short roll, make plays. If you're able to also still dominate with your back to the basket, with your touch around the rim, just being able to read the game, I feel like that's where the bigs are headed to because the days of the back to the basket big, you still have to be like fed. You have to catch the ball in the post. You have to set a screen, go to a certain part of the court, and that's not where basketball is at right now. Unless you're like a Joel Embiid that could dominate down there and nobody could stop you. But if you're not that, you got to be able to fit in the offense, shoot, catch lobs, play defense, just be able to do everything.
Right.
Well, you just said, be skilled and be effective on both ends of the court. And we know Joker is not effective on defense. Like he's actually a negative and he hurts his
Hmm.
team. And so, why do I want my big man bringing the ball up court, exerting energy, taking away from my point guard Jamal? Listen, Jamal Murray has shown that he can play, make, and run the offense, right? At a
For
higher
sure.
level. In the finals, he had 4 straight games with 10 plus assists. That's an
Right.
NBA Finals record. And so, don't you think that even though Joker can do it, you have to value is it the best thing for the team? Because if I told you that Michael Porter Jr. can do more than just catch and shoot or come off DHOs, dribble handoffs, and shoot, like Porter Jr. was doing a lot more offensively before he got to Denver, bro. But when he got to Denver, Jay, because of Joker, his game has been digressed to him standing in the corner and coming off pin downs and DHOs, and that's it, right? Jamal Murray can't even play his natural point guard position because the ball is in Joker's hands most of the time. And so if I told you that sometimes less is more, do you think this Denver team would be a lot better if they scaled Joker back and let some of these guys play their natural spots?
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
First of all, Michael Porter, he's digressed because of injuries, not because of Jokic. And Jamal Murray, you say that's not true. You think Michael Porter could still
No,
be the
yeah, it's
same
not true.
player he was in high school and college in the league right
We
now?
don't we don't know because he's never got a chance to do it on Denver. We don't know.
Yeah, because the way he could get on the court was playing a role. So I understand what you're saying. He could be
Yeah,
more,
yeah, no,
but
no, no. Listen, we agree on that. Yeah, yeah. His role is
yeah.
to do what he does. I get it.
Hmm. And okay, basketball is built around your best players. When you have one of the best players in the world, you want to find pieces and people to put around the best player to maximize their abilities. If you
Okay.
give Jamal Murray the ball in his hand to run the offense to do that, he's not going to average 29, 14, and 10.
Doesn't have
Like,
to do that, bro. He doesn't have to do that.
yes, but Jokic is not gonna able to be his best self on the court because what he does is be the offensive hub that he is to get everybody touches and to be able to score anytime he
Okay.
wants.
Okay.
So I
Mm.
feel
All
like
right.
to maximize Denver, Jokic has to do what he has to do, and they just have to have better players around him that understand the role for them
Better players are
to be
around
great.
him. So
Oh,
now when a guy loses, now he needs help now. Why can't it
right.
be that Joker didn't get it done and they lost the game and defensively he was a mess? Why is it always that he
Fact.
has no help or he needs better players, Jay? Come on, bro. This is
No, that
crazy.
is 100% what it is. Jokic didn't play as like the best player in the world how he's supposed to. That's why he lost the series. I'm saying for Denver to be they best, they have to get better players in their roles to maximize Jokic. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, man. Okay. I mean, okay,
Man, I
cool.
talk basketball. I don't talk narratives, bro.
I
So
mean, I
I'm here
mean,
to
I
talk.
mean, listen, bro. I mean, when MJ and Kobe was winning chips, bro. I mean, nobody said. I mean, they did whatever was needed to win championships. But and at times that meant I need to scale it back, and I need to do this. A la Kobe, 15 rebounds in Game 7 versus Boston. Michael Jordan playing defense. Don't forget, Kobe led the Lakers in assists in every championship, right? I mean, Michael will do certain things, right? And so sometimes, like Jay, you know this shit, Jay. Every game, what's required of you or from your coach is not the same thing that's required game to game, bro. Depending on the game, your coach may ask you, hey, man, today, man, I need you to step out and shoot the 15-foot jump shot. Oh, tomorrow, you're playing somebody smaller, go post them up. And so, I think the league has somewhat caught up to this Denver gimmick, because to me, it's a gimmick. Anytime a center is your point guard and doing all this nonsense because he can, it's a gimmick. And it's not winning basketball. That's why Minnesota walked him down by 20. That's why Shai dropped damn near 40 in the game 7 and walked him down, bro. Like, the gimmick is up, bro. Come on. This is crazy. Damn, Jay, I'm cooking, bro.
Nah, you talking. But I was on a stream yesterday and I heard you say there's only one superstar in the league.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Can I explain it real quick? Is it cool?
Go ahead.
Because I think superstar gets thrown around too loosely. And I think superstars are meant for, real superstars, right? Guys who meet a standard. And maybe because my standard from the old days are so high, I'm not just throwing, a guy and say he's a superstar just because. And so for me, the only upcoming superstar in the league to me right now is SGA, bro. Everybody else, absolutely not, bro. For me, they don't meet my standard. They may meet your standard because you probably lowered the bar or lowered your standard, but I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. Like,
I wouldn't say I lowered.
SGA.
I wouldn't say I lowered my standard, and I just think the standards are different. My standard is, I think a superstar is are 1A players that can lead their franchise to a championship. That's what I think is not 1B, not number 2 options, the 1A. So
Okay.
I would say the top 10 players, the Jokic's, the Giannis's, the Shai's, the Lukas, the Kawhi, the
Kawhi's
not a superstar.
Oh yeah, he's a superstar.
Not.
No, he's still a superstar.
Okay, at as of 2025, he's not a superstar. I agree.
Yes, Kawhi is a superstar. He's the all-time great playoff riser. Come on, Maz. Don't disrespect him like that, Maz.
So how can Luka and Joker be a superstar, bro? And literally they don't play defense. And their defense directly impacts their team winning and losing at times, bro. Explain that, Jay.
Because first, Jokic is a superstar because he was a 1A on a championship team. You could say his defense is not the best, but he had enough defense to lead him to the championship. So, like, what else can you do to be a superstar? Get more blocks. But Luka, I think he's also a superstar because he's been to multiple Western Conference Finals and the finals as the 1A player, leading his franchise to the championship. When you draft players, that's what you're expecting players to do. Lead your team to championships.
Well, actually, I saw Luka. First of all, he was playing with Kyrie Irving, and Lively and Gafford shut down the paint in years ago in the postseason. They were literally dominant. And if Luka is a superstar, then he couldn't even get past half court past Jaylen Brown, bro, who we know is one of the lowest IQ players in league history. And so I didn't see no superstar Luka versus the Boston Celtics. Don't superstars do super things versus super teams? I didn't see that versus Boston from Luka, bro. He got shut down, basically. Literally, bro. Literally.
Luka is not the best on defense. So obviously the Mavericks have to build schemes to try to hide Luka and maximize what he got on defense.
Do you ever think that Nash was a superstar?
No, I did not.
Steve Nash?
Nope.
What about Magic? You think Magic was a superstar, Moss?
Yeah, I did.
But you think Dirk was a superstar?
Hold on. Was his defense not good?
Absolutely, bro. Yes.
Did you watch was his defense not good? Dirk's defense was not good, Moss. And Magic defense.
But listen, their defenses wasn't the best, but it was on the level of Luka and Joker, bro.
Hold on. Was James Harden a superstar, Moss?
No, he was not, bro. Absolutely not. No, not even close.
That's crazy.
I'm old school, Jay. Hey, Jay, I'm old school, man. So my
hold on. Was LeBron a superstar,
most, bro? After 2011, no.
So you say LeBron after 2011 now was never a superstar after 2011?
No. Hey, Jay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So hold on.
If I
How was he?
After
Hold on.
2011? Wait,
Time out.
what? Wait,
Hold on.
wait,
Talk about
what?
Mons. Talk about
I'm
Mons.
about to tell you guys, bro. Let me
How
finish.
can LeBron ever be a superstar by your definition? Because he choked in the finals before 2011.
I'm about to tell you, bro. Let me explain it. Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
If you're playing with two other elite players, bro, how can I gauge you? How good are you? How can I get a sense of your dynamic offensively, defensively, but you're playing with two other top 5 players in Wade and Bosh, bro? So how good are you, bro? How do I determine how good you are?
Okay.
No, I'm asking you a question, bro. Is that a
Okay.
fair question, yes or no?
It's a fair question. Okay, let me answer it. You
Okay.
could gauge how
Yeah.
good he is by his impact on the court. He's still the best basketball player on the court with 2 other good players with him. So that just shows the levels like it is to it. And he won MVP with 2 great people beside him while being the
That's
best player.
biased, bro. That's
That's
biased.
biased.
Okay,
They're the
so
best
then why
team in the
didn't
East.
KD or Steph? Oh, okay, and guess what? The Warriors are the best team in the West with KD and Steph, and the same voters said that because KD is playing with Steph, they can't win MVP.
Yeah,
Explain
but
that.
their numbers were not. Who won MVP that
What?
year? They were averaging 25
That
and 26.
who was?
Steph and Kevin Durant.
And what was D Wade and LeBron averaging? 25, 26. Come on, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, what are we doing right now?
What year? 17. Who won the MVP 17 and 18?
I want to say
Russ.
Russ.
Russ won in
Russ
17,
and Harden won in
and
18,
Harden
I
won
think.
in 18. Okay, so their numbers were not capable. Like they were not up to par with Harden and Russ numbers, so they couldn't win MVP.
So why did LeBron win MVP playing with Wade and Bosh with 2 other elite players on his roster?
Because LeBron
Why?
almost
Okay,
had a
hold
perfect.
on. Watch this, then, Jay. The
Yeah,
year that LeBron won it, and I believe was it 2013? One of those years, the
2012,
OKC
2013.
Thunder. Yeah, the OKC Thunder had the best record, and KD led the league in scoring. So why was he MVP? One of
Because
those
this
years.
just shows why you saying LeBron wasn't a
Come on,
superstar
bro. Come on, bro.
outside 2011 is crazy. Because LeBron almost had a perfect season. I think it was 2013 when he almost won MVP, Finals MVP, and Defense Player of the Year, showing he plays defense. So that's why you
I don't
saying
care about no. I don't care about no dudes that sit inside of the room who don't know shit about basketball voting for awards, bro. And Jay, I ask you a question, bro. The Thunder led the league in wins that year, one of those MVP seasons, and KD led the league in scoring. Why wasn't Kevin Durant MVP over LeBron James one of those years?
he was runner up. They thought LeBron had a better year. I don't know what to say.
He's playing with better players. Hey, I'm gonna go inside my house and get on my computer, bro. I'm coming right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think we should get back on SGA because what them boys did today or this whole season been crazy.
Yeah, it was just crazy. Do y'all know SGA can become? And I don't know where Ghost Sound at because Ghost Sound is done.
Oh yeah, that's really who I want to talk to.
Yeah.
That's
Ghost
really
Sound.
why I came on here.
Ghost Sound left the stream early. You know what I'm saying? But Ghost Sound is ducking you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got to catch him on a later time, bro. He was on the stream earlier. I try to get you to come on here.
Yo, Mo.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, can I ask Jay a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, Jay, if SGA win this championship, right?
Yeah.
Do you got him over KD and Russ as OKC players?
If it was a championship, I think I have him over KD for sure. And I think he has to be the greatest Thunder because he did what them other two couldn't do it in shorter time while putting up to par numbers. So that only means he's gonna keep doing it. I don't see him stopping. So by then he's gonna have the same amount of all NBAs, more all-stars than Russ. So it's gonna be crazy. And they might win 2-3 more rings.
Yeah, I respect it, bro. I respect
Ken, this is the thing you gotta understand, my brother. You gotta understand this, my brother. I don't want you to look at this right here, right? SGA, what he did this season, he is about to do something that has never been done in a long time. And that's win a finals MVP. That's win a championship. That wins a Western Conference MVP, first team All NBA, and also win a regular season MVP while also winning a scoring title. That's a MJ season. And if he leaves OKC, to their first championship ever. Yes, he's over Kevin Durant as an Oklahoma City Thunder player, while also being a more versatile offensive player than Kevin Durant. And he impacted the game in other ways, not just scoring. So, like I sat there and said, SGA didn't have a creator on the ball like Russ. SGA didn't have a nigga that come off the bench that can create his own shot like Harden. And yet he's getting them to the finals. With no other guys that could be able to bend the defense, bro. Put some goddamn respect on SGA name. Y'all sat there and said the Thunder were frauds. Y'all sat there and said the Thunder would not be here in May and June. This is what I heard for basketball players. Basketball players sat there and said that shit. Niggas that actually played a goddamn game. They said they too inexperienced. They sat there and said they don't believe in J-Dub. They sat there and said SGA struggle against physicality defense. In the NBA fucking finals, nigga. In the NBA finals. In the NBA finals, man. So show some goddamn respect, brother. SGA did this with his second best player Chat missing half the season. Jada was at the 5. Caruso was missing games. Hardenstein was missing games. It was all called upon SGA with no other guys that could be able to bend the defense at elite level that other co-stars have to put up an MJ is scoring. And that means average over 30, 6 and 5 with 2 steals and a block and a half with really good efficiency in the regular season. And let's go shit the defense. Let's go play mate. Let's go make second side reads. Let's go help elevate this Oklahoma City offense to a top 10 offense in the league. Then you're producing a historical defense. Let's talk about SGA's defense. SGA is really good off the ball and be able to gap guys off, right? He's one of the best guard rim protectors in the game. Bro, it's about time for y'all to show respect. Go ahead, kid, man. Vent, nigga. Vent. Vent, kid. Vent. What up, Reggie? What you got on this, Reggie?
Hey, what up, movie? Salute. What's up to the panel? Hey, man, it's a great interview. I'm liking what I'm hearing, bro. Mr. Mass, that his takes was like, I was with him, and then towards the end, he kind of went off the hinges a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he'll address that when he come back. But as far as the SGA thing, I don't really understand the hate. The dude, he his game is art. It's so smooth. He played the game the right way. Like, he attacked the basket from angles. He could play off the ball. He could play on the ball. He make his teammates better. He can facilitate a little bit. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything. He play defense. He don't force nothing. But at the same time, he's a high volume scorer and gets his shots up. He gets to the line, and he's a master in the mid range. When you talk about Kobe, Jordan, all these guards from like the early 2000s and the 90s that can get it. He got that twin game. He got a floater, and he don't do too much. He get to his spots, and his money is cash, dog. Like turnarounds, triple threat in the post, over the shoulder. Like, he just giving it to you each and every way, and they can't stop it. And it's fundamental basketball. He like a smaller. He kind of remind me of Kawhi Leonard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The way he get to his spot.
He's a Kawhi variant, bro. That's how efficient he is with his shot selection. Just like, not turn over the ball while also making smart reads. Like, go ahead. I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
Exactly. I'm not saying he's a direct, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like Kawhi-esque, where he don't have to give you all that extra flash. He don't have to do all that. He just fundamentals, bro. He just get to his spot and score the ball. And he take what the defense give him. If it's not there, he passed the ball to his teammates. His teammates getting off. Chet had a good game. J-Dub, when he show up, he's a great player. Alex Caruso, he might not give it to you on offense, but he'll give it to you on defense. Lou Dort, man, I remember when Lou Dort came in the league. Lou Dort couldn't shoot a lick, bro. And this dude is a knockdown corner 3-and-D shooter now, bro, shooting over 40%. Bro, Lou Dort couldn't hit the side of the backboard when he came in the league. He was a brick house. Now he money. Bro, the whole team has raised their level of play since they've been with Shai. That nucleus has grown together, dog. He not only is the best player in the league right now, he's probably one of the best leaders of a team, which is when your best player is your leader, bro, it might be destiny for them to win this year, man.
Hey Reggie, man, where did I go off the rails at? Because what the hell are you talking about?
So when you and Jay was it was before you got to the Shai topic, when y'all was talking about superstars, bro. Like, and granted, I'm not even a big James Harden and LeBron fan, but I mean, to say they weren't superstars is kind of crazy, bro. Like, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Now you can say they underachieved. You can say James Harden will show up in the clutch, which he don't. You can say, he good for about 1 or 2 playoff games a series, and then after that, it's pretty much a meltdown, and y'all gonna lose a series. You can say all that, but to say the man ain't a superstar or wasn't in his prime is kind of crazy.
Hey, I mean, I'm not lowering the bar, bro. I mean, you guys can, I'm not, but okay.
I just feel like you can't call a MVP not a superstar.
Man,
You're
bro,
able to win
MVPs are
MVP.
biased awards, man.
That means you were one of the best players in the league.
Hey, so you put a lot of value in MVP when the guys who vote for MVPs have biased narratives and agendas. You got people like Malika Andrews who runs a narrative on NBA Today. You got guys like Chris Broussard, other guys who have a vote, and we know that they have certain criteria, Jay, that they have to abide by. And so, how can we take their MVP vote seriously, bro? I mean, I don't use MVPs to dictate who's what. I can't.
MVP voters are real people for sure. They have their biases, but to be an MVP player, to be a top 5 MVP candidate, you have to be one of the best players in the league. So you have to be a superstar.
I put more value in your peers and what they say about you, bro. I like it when the players voted for MVP those few years in the late 2000s and 10s when they voted for James Harden the first time they did that. That's whose vote I value the most. I don't value people who sit on TV who one day say one thing and the next day they say something else. So I mean, I don't value MVPs the way a lot of people do, but that's just me though. I mean,
if a player averages 36 points a game and leads his team to the first team in the league, they're not a superstar. Like what else can they do?
No, it doesn't mean that you're a superstar, bro. It means that on that team, you're required to score 36 points. That's all.
Well, what else team would he score it on, bro? Like, I get what you're saying. Like, here's my